What is up, Merrill Muffinators? It's me, Muffin Lord, and I'm sure most of you probably remember the internet from 2015. It was a different time. The internet during 2015 is subject to its own entire video, and there are probably a bunch of other people who could make better videos about it. Now, you might be asking, Brian, why do you feel the need to tell us this? Why do you feel the need to give us a rundown, or at least tell us about 2015 YouTube? You're the Half-Life guy. Well, my dear viewer, during 2015, I have what is essentially a core memory of 5-year-old me sitting on the couch and watching Angry Birds videos, and the subject of this video, AMVs, on my shitty iPad. Now, you might be asking, Brian, what the fuck is an AMV? And, well, my dear viewer, an AMV, which I'm pretty sure stands for animated music video, is basically taking a bunch of clips and videos of some animated property and shoving them into an editing software and finishing the process by gluing them together with some copyrighted music. And boom, you've got an AMV. Now, these things were all the rage 5 years ago. In fact, I have a core memory, again, of 5 to 7-year-old me watching old Angry Birds AMVs on my shitty iPad. In fact, this whole video wasn't gonna be a video. This whole video started as me making an attempt to find these two AMVs from my childhood. And get this, I actually did find them, and they were pretty easy to find. All you had to do was look up Angry Birds AMVs on the YouTube search bar. So yeah, YouTube recommendations strike again. Anyways, these two AMVs in particular were made by a user named BlueJ5658. BlueJ, while his channel was active, was actually somewhat popular. He has like 41k subs. Like, dude, he was pretty big. And his channel basically consisted of Angry Birds stop motion videos, Splatoon amiibo reviews, and some Captain Underpants shit, right? This guy was my childhood, alright? When I was 5, I thought that his Angry Birds stop motion videos were the equivalent of peak fiction. Like, I thought these things were like the greatest thing humanity has ever produced. Like, I assumed if I told 2015 me that these things were not going to these things were not going to do well and be remembered by the masses as a cinematic masterpiece, he would probably try to punch me in the face, because he would have considered what I said that much bullshit to him. So yeah, Blue Jay was the go to my childhood. Now, unfortunately, you probably heard me say when he was active, which, yeah, unfortunately, like 6 years ago, which contradicts our timeline completely, he stopped uploading. Also, his second to last video, ironically, his last video was about his upload schedule. So yeah, I'm still waiting for the next Angry Birds stop motion video, and that other Captain Underpants, and the second Captain Underpants YouTube poop, you sick fuck. And yeah. Blue Jay even went back to his channel like 3 years ago just to ask people why they like this shit. And to be honest, I can provide a pretty good answer because we saw it when we were kids. Or at least in my case, when I was a particularly small child. So yeah, Blue Jay, if you're somehow watching this, thank you for existing. Also, please do those live streams. I'm pretty sure they're scheduled for 2015. So yeah. Also, the AMVs in question were for Ace Wilder's Riot and Matoma's Wonderful Life. I'll link them if you're curious. Anyways, while I was looking for those two videos, I found this one AMV for the Red Bird and the Gray Bird, who was introduced in the second movie. That's right. There are 2 Angry Birds movies. Holy fucking hell! And this specific AMV was for Senorita. And while the AMV itself is harmless, I have a special beef with Senorita. It all started when I was on vacation in Albania. Yeah, I was in Albania at some point in time. And I was at a hotel. And as I leave my hotel room and I enter the hallway, I am met with 2 kids dancing around the hallway and singing that song like it's fucking High School Musical. Listen, I was confused at the time. I was confused, right? I did not understand this. This was like a completely new concept to me, right? Seeing two people act a fool and sing songs like this was a fool. To me, this was preposterous. So yeah, I have beef with those two now. So yeah. Enough. So where was I? Oh yeah, Angry Birds AMVs. Also, the person who made that AMV also made like some hell of a boss shit, and stuff for the TMNT reboot. No one ever watched. So yeah. Anyways, did you know Pokemon also has AMVs? If you've seen the channel, you probably know that I like Pokemon. Hell, I said I would make a video seeing how many Pokemon you could catch in Generation 1. That video will be dropping in the year 2072, by the way, if anyone asks. Now, I found some Pokemon AMVs after I found the Blue Jay videos, and the first one I saw was, get this, Legends Never Die, and it was to Ash's death in the I Choose You movie. Like, bro, it's not that serious. I cannot take this one seriously at all. Ash just fucking dies, and then it's just playing Legends Never Die. Like, bro, he's gonna be revived in about 30 seconds, dog. He was like Game Freak's cash cow back in the day. There's no way they would kill him off, dog. Death is inconsequential in the Pokemon universe. Oh, but yeah, they also retired Ash a while back, so I guess that's a lie. I also saw this Mewtwo AMV, which I think is peak. Not because of its contents, but because it uses an epic orchestral version of In the End by Linkin Park. And I gotta say, I cannot take this one seriously for the life of me. Like, I guess this is supposed to be the, like, show Mewtwo's, like, fucked up backstory, you know? He's a genetically made freak and shit, right? He's a freak in nature, he shouldn't exist, and his existence is overall cruel. You could probably make a whole video talking about Mewtwo's circumstances and how they actually fucking suck. But god damn it, there had to have been a better song than the Half-Life 2 one. Like, I associate In the End with fucking Half-Life 2. But I gotta say, Mewtwo killing a bunch of people, and then it cutting to the clone, that one part where the clone Pokemon and regular Pokemon are fucking murdering each other, to an orchestral version of In the End, like it's a fucking trailer. It goes crazy. You don't understand how fucking hard that goes. It was like, that was so nostalgic to me, and I don't even remember seeing it. Like, I don't think I ever saw this shit when I was little, right? So, yeah, it just went that hard that my nostalgia kicked in. Also, there was one for, like, Infernape and, Greninja, I think. In Greninja, so yeah. But I don't care about Infernape and Greninja. I only care about In the End by Linkin Park, so yeah. Overall, these ones were pretty good. Especially that Mewtwo one, peak cinema. And, yeah. Also, Nash's death is not that serious, little bro. He's gonna come back. Like, seriously. Now, another thing I feel like I need to touch base on are tribute videos. Tribute videos are AMVs, but with fan art as opposed to animation. I'm pretty sure these exist for characters and shit that don't really have any specific animation made for them. Yeah, the only tribute videos I've seen are for Hasbin Hotel and some FNAF ships. So, yeah, basically, the TLDR, they're AMVs, but they died a lot quicker and never came back. So, yeah. In conclusion, what makes AMVs so special? Well, I think AMVs just resonate with the part of my mind that sees some cool shit, or hears some cool music, and imagines what cool shit could happen while that music is playing, or what cool music could go with that cool shit. I also think that these things were so abundant because they were quite easy to make. Some of these have the classic Filmora 9, you know, made by Power Director. Some of these editing watermarks. So, you know, some of these were made by a bunch of kids trying to make something cool out of their favorite properties. So, yeah. In conclusion, AMVs are cool, and I'm sad they died. But what if I lied? As you heard, I said that tribute videos are AMVs except they died a lot sooner and never came back. Well, what if I told you this whole video was a lie, and that AMVs are still alive and kicking? That's right. While they aren't abundant as while AMVs themselves aren't as abundant, they are still made. Hell, I saw one for Jujutsu Kaisen while making this, so joke's on you. Hell, there are other things you could probably consider AMVs. Music videos. That's right, fucking music videos. You could consider a music video a AMV. Hell, have you seen edits? Edits are basically just AMVs with extra steps. That's right, they haven't died. In fact, considering what, AMVs are the perfect content form. You can't kill an AMV. AMVs are so easy to make, and they can be made so quickly. They're basically the perfect form of content. Throughout YouTube and other social medias, they alone are the honored videos. This is probably the most insane I've acted in a video. Listen, if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's that sometimes nostalgia is pretty cool. Who knows? Maybe this video was just me blinded by nostalgia, you know? But I think this video cements itself. I think the takeaway from this is that some of these old internet AMVs just go hard. And edits also go hard. In conclusion, nah, I'd win. Linkin Park goes hard. AMVs are cool. And the Deathmatch Classic review will drop in the year 2050. The end. Also, don't you think it's funny that my first video back will be about fucking AMVs? That's just hilarious to me.